All right. Fire away, guys.
Mike, do you think that your live experience helped you? Like you had a lot more live experience than the other guys at the table?
Well, I mean, I've been playing live for 15 years professionally, and I've been playing online for 11 years. So I started when online poker started and live. So I have an experience in both, and I played a lot of hands, been in a lot of situations, and I'm happy with my performance today. It just at one point I was chippy, at one point I was the shortest stack. I mean, things happen when the blinds go up. But I mean, today we started with 250, 500, so it was a pretty big start in the blinds, and I know you had to get lucky. And unfortunately, I finished 5th, but I'm happy with my performance. And could have been worse. I could have finished 9 to 6.
Yeah, you started out, the short stack, wasn't it?
Yeah, I started short, and I told Norman Chad that whatever happens, I don't care. I'm gonna play, with the negative, with the negative attitude, because positive things happen when you would say like you're gonna finish 9th or 8th, 7th, 6th. So he kind of liked the way I was thinking, and I finished. I mean, 5th is okay. I'm happy with it, and if I don't win, I'm hoping it's a great group of guys left, and I'm hoping I'm rooting for racing it.
All right, go back to the hand with the pocket threes. Were you surprised Duhamel called you on that?
I was really surprised. Maybe it just felt like gambling, or he felt like he was short and gave up. I don't know. And, it was a tough spot. If I win that pot, I mean, it would have been in great shape. But I'm happy I had 3s rather than aces, because if I had aces, it would have been a really bad beat.
What about all the 3-betting at the table? What's the deal with the variance these days compared to 10 years ago?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of 3-bet. I put in a few 4-bets, but I had a hand. Joseph Chung's playing great poker. I mean, all the guys are playing really good and solid. But I think Joseph Chung is. I like his chance. I like the way he's playing. He's doing a lot of 3-betting, and he's playing great poker. But all of them are playing really good. But I wanted to be. I wanted to be in a situation where I could have had that. That big stack, but I couldn't hold it. If I win that pot, I would have had 75, 80 million with the 2 3s, and I think I would have took over. But unfortunately, Dumas won it. But I wish him all the best of luck, and I'll probably be your money to watch the heads-up match.
All right. You made some risky moves, such as calling a all-in with an ace and an 8, or with a 2-4. So what is it that went through your mind for those?
Well, I mean, it was really 9 big blinds, and I had 54 million, 53 million, and it was pretty much, I took a shot, to pick up chips, and I thought Racing might have a king-queen. I know, even though he wasn't making that many plays, but I want to give him some action. I want to give him a chance if I was wrong. So, I wanted to play him heads up, but I thought he had king-queen or king-jack he might do it with. Because he only had 12 big blinds left in that situation, and I had enough chips to take that risk. And I said when I have enough chips, I'm going to take those risks, and my ultimate goal is to win the tournament. And you have the spots. Sometimes you got to gamble, and you can't.
How does it feel to be a Floridian, and it's a new hot spot for poker?
Oh, Florida's great. I think Florida's taking all the action from Vegas. I used to live here for years, but Florida's unbelievable. The games are really good, but the lower limits, like the 5-10 no limit. But I'm disciplined. I can play 5-10 if I know more profit playing 5-10 than 50-100 game. I'll play the 5-10 game.
You had such a. Oh.
You had an incredibly successful year. What are you going to take away from this experience?
Hell yeah, Grinder! Way to rock it out, man! Hell yeah!
Unbelievable performance in the World Series. I can't complain. I mean, win the Players Championship, make 2 other final tables, finish 5th in the main event. I can't take anything away what I've done. I mean, it was just an unbelievable run, and I wish every year could be like this, but unfortunately, it's not for everybody to win. Have a $4 or $5 million World Series, and it would have been great if I won it. And I was playing for a lot, but I'm happy with my performance.
Team Mizrachi, baby.
Is there anything that your brother said to you finished or during the breaks that you missed?
They just wanted me to keep my head up, never give up. And they're very supportive of my family, friends, and one of the greatest fans as well. And without them, I couldn't do without them.
You were the most experienced live tournament player at the tournament. How does this compare to some of your other tournaments, like the Poker Players Championship or World Poker Tour? Was the scene different? How does it compare?
Well, I mean, like the Players Championship, everybody was real good. Under 16 of the best players in the world. So that was a really tough final. You never get a tougher final table in the Players Championship. But pretty much, I did have the experience of these guys, and I thought like the spotlight might, I had spotlight. Maybe people got nervous, but you know, after the first half hour, then people start getting comfortable. You know, and I try to take advantage, but you know, I was swing solid, and I hope I just get to a spot where I'm in good shape with six or seven left, and have a big stack, which I did, but unfortunately it didn't go my way.
You had such a dominant lead for a while. What do you think caused you to go down?
The two threes. You know, I took a few shots. You know, I raised a few pots, and you know, it happens. You know, you have to get lucky at some point. And you saw so many suckouts today. It's going to be a great television show. I mean, I love bad beats, and it makes poker exciting.
Mike, you know one of the great TV hands was Matt Jarvis. That was a pretty wild roller coaster ride. What was going through your head as you were going through that?
Well, when I flat and he moved in behind me, and I thought my ace queen was a coin flip, and I was getting the right price, and I had some gambling chips, and flop king queen queen 8, and everyone's excited, but you can't celebrate yet because you still got 2 outs, and hit the 2-outer, then I found a way to hit a 7-outer.
Mike, you know how tough it is to get through 7,000 players. Do you think you can get here again?
Anything's possible. I mean, winning the Players' Championship, making the November 9, who would ever thought that, and finish 5th in the main event. So anything can happen. I have those up and down years, and when I'm hot, no one can stop me.
If you don't win Player of the Year, are you going to feel disappointed?
If I don't win for Player of the Year, what?
For WSOP?
No, I didn't win it.
Oh, you didn't win? Okay.
No.
But so do you think it should be weighted in with the main event?
Well, I think it's fair, the system. Maybe the main event should be a little more points, or players. But I think it's fair.
Your results are so strong. How do you argue against that?
I know. Maybe it was a great performance by me, but Frank Cassell deserves it, and he won 2 bracelets, and I'm proud of him, and I'm happy that he won it for him, and he's a great guy.
What did he say to you before the tournament?
He said he just wished me luck, and it would have been cool if both of our posters were up, but that's not the case, and I wish Frank Cassell well, and hopefully I'll have a good performance like next year. I'll have a good performance I had this year.
Mike, poker-wise, what was the highlight of this year and why?
Well, the highlight for my World Series. I mean, it was a great World Series. But definitely the Players' Championship, and
which is like a bigger deal
and the 4 brothers Mizrachi, bro. I mean, it was like the World Series of Mizrachis. It was an unbelievable performance by all my brothers, and they did such a great job, and I was proud of everybody, and I'm glad everybody was out here to support me.
Is there anything different you're doing this year that you didn't do the last couple of years? Maybe eating different, exercising, etc.
Well, if you don't play, you can't have results. So I didn't play as much as I wanted to, and like this year, I only played 3 or 4 tournaments prior to the World Series, and during the World Series, I played 42 events. I was just playing a lot of cash games and playing a lot of online poker. And, sometimes, you get burnt out with tournaments, traveling everywhere, and when you have a family, you got to. Sometimes I like to be home.
Last question, please. Last question.
What's next for you? What are you playing next?
What's next? Well, next is. First, I'm looking forward to my victory party, my Players' Championship victory party at Pure Nightclub on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's
invited,
next.
right?
Everyone's invited. Everyone would definitely been invited if I won it, but you guys might have to pay for your own bill.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks, Brian.